Hello everybody, hello the student in grade 12 and the people in this group as well, and especially please greet and welcome back to the student to our class again for the student in grade 12 A B for two classes A and B. Please welcome to our class and please pay attention to learn our lesson again. Unit 2 Lie in Wellington. You have learned already about this section. You can open your book on page 66 and 67 again. Our lesson we are going to follow introduce you about the ASDO. Okay, what does the ASDO mean and when we use ASDO, please go together. Okay, you already learned about this part. Reading is the paragraph you read and answer already. But now let's go to answer the question. So where we want for here. Big problem here. So sorry everyone. It's some problem with my Okay, sorry everyone. I have a problem for my preparing. Please sorry. And now turn back to our lesson. Okay, I got you to answer the question before 5 question at home, and now I want you to answer it together. Or we can go back to read our text. Okay, for can carry our text and then we can answer question together. Before her first 3 years, Mora attended a secondary school and learned about her life in New Zealand, as it was so different from her previous life and nothing was familiar. Mora found it strange at first. She gradually, however, her English improved and she got used to a new society, culture, food, and climate. By the time Mora went to university in Wellington, she felt as though she had lived there all her life. Her studies were a pleasure, and she never suffered from a lack of friends. Although Wellington was a capital city and had tall modern buildings, it was neither crowded nor industrial, but like Phnom Penh, was built on the edge of water, which provided a sense of space. Mora also loved the hills that enclosed the city, and as though they were protecting it and that were covered in tall trees. Mora regularly visited a pagoda with her Cambodian friend, and for her first 2 years, the 2 or 3 years continued to study Khmer at the same time. She kept in touch with her relatives in Cambodia, especially her younger sister Chanda. She missed Chanda very much, but when she read her letters, she felt as though they were still together and that she was talking to her. In one of her letters, Kenda told Mora that she wanted to become a doctor but couldn't afford the college fees. That was when Mora found a part-time job at the weekends and during the holidays and started sending money to her sister so that she could study medicine. Okay, everyone, answer. Why did Mora find New Zealand strange at first? Okay, so why Mora feels strange at first when she arrived in New Zealand, especially in Wellington? Okay, you never, for example, you never go to New Zealand or USA or Thailand, Bangkok or Vietnam. So how do you feel? Do you feel nervous, excited, or strange? Because her life there was her life there, the society. Sorry, can I see here? Culture. The culture, food, and climate was very different from her previous life in Cambodia. She find something strange. The first for society, culture, food, and climate. She feels strange about society, and the people culture are very different from Cambodia, and food is different and climate as well. So this is what the strength for her. ចឹងពីព្រោះថាជីវិតនៅទីនោះគឺថាវាសង្គមវប្បធម៌ម្ហូបអាហារនិងអាកាសធាតុគឺវាខុសពីកម្ពុជាដែលគាត់ធ្លាប់មានអញ្ចឹងគឺវាចម្លែកទាំងអស់ Okay, when you meet the people in New Zealand, it is not choose the Khmer culture to say how do you do and put your finger together in the middle of your chest here. So it is very different. They can shake hand and they bow down the head each other. So this is very different. And the climate is very cold in New Zealand, and the food is very different from Cambodia. So it is a strength for Mora. So when Mora went to university, had she lived in Wellington all her life? How long has she lived there for? Okay. You know it, and she lived since 1975 or 28, so more than 40 years. So you know she hadn't she hadn't lived in Wellington all her life. He just a refugee and escaped from Cambodia to live here. And she was exiled to live in Thai border and then the Thai camp, and then she had opportunity to live in New Zealand, and she had lived there for about 3 years. For 3 years, there were 3 reasons why Mora felt at home in Wellington by the time she was a university student. What were they? គេមានហេតុផល3ដែល Mora ចាត់ទុកថា Wellington គឺជាផ្ទះរបស់គាត់នៅពេលដែលគាត់នៅជានិស្សិតនៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យហើយថាហេតុផល3យ៉ាងនោះគឺអ្វីខ្លះ 3 she liked Wellington first, and the second she enjoyed her study, and the third she had a lot of friends. Okay, when she liked, and because she lived in Wellington and liked Wellington, and she enjoyed her study, and then he could find a job to do and part-time job for extra money, and then send some money to her sister to study medicine in Cambodia. And because she has a lot of friends, she forget it everything that was happening in Cambodia, and that she used to live in Cambodia, and because she know a lot of friends and they are friendly, and they have the good place, and she can forget everything that she made in Cambodia. For how did Mora kept in touch with Cambodian culture? Okay, she met the people, the Cambodian people there, and they can address each other and speak, and maybe sometime to go to the show with their Cambodian friend. We let you look at the answer together. She met Cambodian at the pagoda and continued to learn Khmer for her first 2 or 3 years. Okay, when she went to New Zealand, okay, she did not went alone, and she went with a lot of Cambodian people. Okay, and some Cambodian people live there, okay, before as well. And at the same time, when she had the opportunity to live New Zealand, she went with a lot of Cambodian people too. Cambodian too. She did not went alone or go alone. Yeah. Okay. And four, how did Mora Kele? Number five, why did she start working with while she was a university student? Okay, why did she start working while she was a university student? Okay, because she knew that her sister Cambodia Chinda want to learn the doctor, so she couldn't afford some money to pay the college fee, so she must work at the part-time job, especially for holiday. Because she want to have her sister Chinda to study medicine in Cambodia. Okay, now look at introduce our lesson here. I want to introduce. Okay, as though and as if the same meaning. You can learn about as if in chapter 10, page 458. As though as well, and we use as though here okay, to compare with something. Okay. When you say to compare something to the other, when you say to compare something with the other, ចឹងគឺនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើវាត្រូវនៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយគ្នាអ្វីមួយនិយាយប្រដូចគេនិយាយប្រដូចបាទសូមតាវិញឡើយបងការពេលដែលគេនិយាយប្រដូចគ្នាអ្វីមួយទៅនឹងអ្វីមួយទៀត example she looks as though she's rich. Okay, she's rich. She looks as though she is rich. អញ្ចឹងគឺយើងការនិយាយប្រដូចជាព្រោះថានាងគឺមើលទៅវាហាក់ដូចជានាងគឺជាអ្នកមាននាងជាសេដ្ឋី we can do C word because it's just similar to as if it's similar to condition second condition, so it is not real one. Okay, when it is not real one, you can use C word which they looked at me as though I was or I were mad. តែពួកគេមើលមកខ្ញុំថាដូចខ្ញុំជាទាសករឬក៏ជាខ្ញុំបញ្ជាក់ហ្នឹងជាខ្ញុំបញ្ជាក់ទៅវិញកន្លែងគឺនឹងខ្ញុំច្អកទៅទៀតជាខ្ញុំតែមកគេខ្ញុំបំរើខ្ញុំបំរើគេnote it. Okay, we can use past tense after as though and as if. Here the past tense here. Past tense and past tense verb, the verb past tense. And for verb to be, we can use the unreal verb, yes, unreal condition as well. អញ្ចឹងគឺនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើខាងក្រោយ as if as though យើងអាចប្រើជាតំបន់អតីតកាលប៉ុន្តែអតីតកាលរបស់ verb to be គឺជារឿងមួយដែលវាមិនសូវពិតអញ្ចឹងគេប្រើ word all subject we use with word អញ្ចឹងគ្រប់ប្រធានទាំងអស់យើងប្រើជាមួយ word. Okay, he talks as though he was the king. អញ្ចឹងដោយសារវាមិនពិត គឺគាត់ហ្នឹងគឺមិនមែនជាបរិជាទៅហើយចឹងគេថាគាត់និយាយធ្វើមើលតែឯងហ្នឹងជាបរិជាគាត់និយាយធ្វើមើលតែអាចធ្វើមើលតែគាត់និយាយហាក់ដូចជាគាត់ហ្នឹងជាព្រះមហាក្សត្រណាគឺចង់ធ្វើម៉េចបើយើងជារាជអញ្ចឹងមិនដែលគាត់និយាយមកហ្នឹងគឺធ្វើមើលតែឯងហ្នឹងគឺជាស្ដេចខណ្ឌអញ្ចឹងហ្នឹងគឺគេថាធ្វើមើលតែខ្មែរយើងគេថាវានិយាយធ្វើមើលតែវាហ្នឹងគឺជាដាច់ផែនដីគឺមើលធ្វើមើលតែវាហ្នឹងគឺជាព្រះមហាក្សត្រអញ្ចឹងហើយយើងក៏ដូចមានតែក៏ដូចគាត់ទៅនឹងព្រះរាជា Okay now look at the okay this គឺជាការប្រើប្រាស់រវាង as though និង as if ដូចគ្នាពីហ្នឹងហើយយើងប្រើមួយណាក៏បានគេប្រើវាដើម្បីប្រដូចក៏ប្រៀបធៀបអ្វីមួយទៅនឹងអ្វីមួយដែលវាមិនអាចជាការពិតវាអាចពិតខ្លះដែលវាអាចពិតទាំងច្រើនវាដូចយើងមក pay money as though she were a millionaire នឹងគាត់ចាយលុយធ្វើគាត់នឹងធ្វើរឿងមេទៅខ្លួនឯងជាមហាសេដ្ឋីនឹងការពិតជាពាក់គឺវល់លៀមយ៉ាងវល់សែនទៅហ្នឹងគឺចាយលុយធ្វើមហាសេដ្ឋីនឹងបានមួយថ្ងៃមកគឺចាយទៅយ៉ាងណាអញ្ចឹង she pays money as though she were ជាងកន្លែងហ្នឹងគឺវាអត់ពិតគឺ she were a millionaire ធ្វើមើលទៅជាសេដ្ឋី Okay now look at the inside here this is C here. Citizen C, you can read the table A and table B. Use them to make 5 correct statements. Okay, table A and table B. Okay, you can combine with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with A, B, C, D, E. Okay, number 1, the hill and close Wellington as though. Okay, you can before you combine A to B, you can do as see the hill and close Wellington as though, okay, letter see as though they want to protect it ចឹងភ្នំហ្នឹងគឺបិទទីក្រុង Wellington ហាក់ដូចជាភ្នំហ្នឹងចង់ការពារទីក្រុង Wellington Page 2 when Mora looked at the hill around Wellington ពេលនៅពេលដែល Mora រំលឹងទៅមើលភ្នំនៅជុំវិញទីក្រុង Wellington okay what letter okay at the moment number 1 letter C and number 2 letter D she felt as though she is in the countryside ពេលគាត់សម្លឹងមើលភ្នំនៅជុំវិញទីក្រុង Wellington ហ្នឹងគឺគាត់ហាក់ដូចជាគាត់បាននៅជនបទនៅស្រុកខ្មែរអញ្ចឹងមកគាត់សម័យយើងមកពេល number 3 when Mora is at the pagoda នៅពេលដែល Mora ទៅដល់វត្ត okay so number 1 number 2 already គេគឺCD គេor CD or យើងបាត់ណា letter A B E letter B she felt as though she is back in Cambodia នៅពេលដែលគាត់ទៅវត្តគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាដូចជាគាត់នឹងបានត្រឡប់មកស្រុកខ្មែរពេលទៅឃើញវត្ត Page 4 okay ចឹង the answer B C D letter A and B for when Mora is with her classmate at university A or E E she felt as though she had been studying there all her life ពេលគាត់បានជួបមិត្តរួមថ្នាក់នៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាដូចជាគាត់បានរៀននៅទីនោះពេញមួយជីវិតហើយចឹង present perfect continue not passive and the last one the when Mora rise to Jeddah she felt as though she's talking to her នៅពេលដែល Mora នៅសរសេរសម្បត្តិគាត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាហាក់ដូចជាកំពុងនិយាយជាមួយបងស្រីបងប្អូនស្រីគាត់ចឹង Okay thank you very much everyone for your watching and learning with me for this lesson okay this lesson and so you can prepare to learn unit 3 okay, for our chapter goodbye and good luck see you if you want to if you don't understand some part of this lesson you can comment in the group or in my messenger okay goodbye and good luck for everyone